Good morning all of you. Let's start with the theory of intelligence, that is triarchic theory. Triarchic theory is a part of information processing approach as we have discussed earlier. Now it was given by Robert Sternberg in 1985. So it is pretty recent theory we can say. Now what does Robert Sternberg say? He said that the intelligence of an individual is the ability to adapt, to shape and to select the environment. We are always adapting towards the new environment by selecting and changing it. Now, why do we do it? Because we want to live in the society and in our culture, and then we can only accomplish our goal in the society and in our culture when we adapt, select and change the environment. Okay, so according to him, there are three components of intelligence, that is componential intelligence, experiential intelligence and contextual intelligence. Now what is componential intelligence? See, this componential intelligence is using our cognitive abilities. It is acquiring the skills. So this is also known as analytical intelligence, because it is analyzing what it is getting. Now what, how and what happens? In this intelligence, componential intelligence, there are three parts: knowledge acquisition, meta and performance. In knowledge acquisition, we get input. From where do we get input? We get input from the environment. Whatever sensory information that we are getting, that is our input. Okay, now what is meta? Meta is what to do and how to do. We analyze all the information that we get in the knowledge acquisition and we categorize them. After categorizing the information in knowledge acquisition, here we are going to analyze this information that we have got. And we will decide what should be done with this information and how we have to proceed the things. After this decision that we have made in the meta stage, we will do the performance. That means planning, we are applying the plan. That means whatever we have planned in this stage is applied in the performance stage. We are actually doing the work that has been decided in the meta stage. Okay, this is known as componential intelligence and it is also known as analytical intelligence. Next component is experiential intelligence and it is also known as creative intelligence. Now why it is called creative intelligence? Creative intelligence, it is called because it uses past experiences to solve the problems. Okay, it takes the reference of the past experiences and it solves the problem in the novel ways. Novel ways means the new ways. Now what it is doing? It is doing two things. It is solving the problems in the new ways. But how? First of all, it is using the past experiences of an individual and according to those past experiences, the problems are being solved. Okay, so that is why it is known as experiential. Whatever is being experienced, whatever was experienced is affecting the decisions of an individual. Now you can see in ourselves also, if we have experienced something, we will make the decisions in our life based on those things only, right? Next is contextual intelligence, which is also known as tactical intelligence. The person who is contextually intelligent will be street smart and will have business sense. Why it is so? Because this person will understand the changing environment around him. He will encounter the things head on and will change and manipulate the environment or the things on the daily basis. Okay, for example, if you take 20 years back also, all the confectionery shops were in the old form. Right? You can see in our 14th sector market also there were so many Kiryana shops which were in the old traditional methods with the bodis and in the sacks. Okay, what happened? Easy Day came, Reliance came, and the advent of the things changed. People used to go, they used to travel around the area, and they used to pick up the packets. And it is easier to sell and easier to purchase. And people remember the things when they are on the counter. So what did the people do? The people changed from the traditional methods to the new methodology. They started keeping the packets, the dals and the maida and flour and everything is unpacking. Okay, whether they make it or they get it, that is a different matter. And they have made it beautiful shops. Those who have not changed, their shops are going away. They are not making too much profits. They are shriveling away because they were not street smart. They have not understood the business. They were not business sense people. Okay, they have not utilized the knowledge around them and utilize it in the practical way. Understood, students? So whatever is happening around, you have to change on the daily basis and we have to acquire it. So according to this, let's discuss today's scenario. What is contextual intelligence in today's scenario? You were not able to come to school, we were not able to come to school. Now what happened? Internet usage increased. We started using apps, multiple number of apps. We started using videos. Then we started using the YouTube videos also. And we started uploading videos on the YouTube. What we are showing? We are showing practical intelligence. What you people are showing? You are also showing practical intelligence. That yes, we can't go physically and learn. Let's learn it from the phone. Let's learn it from the YouTube. And this is known as street smartness and business sense. All of these three makes the traffic theory that was given by Robert Sternberg in 1985. Now let's come to the last part of information processing approach, that is known as PASS model. PASS model was given by J.P. Das, Nilgiri, Jack Naglieri and Kirby. And it was more recent than this theory. It was in 1994. Okay, now these people talked about three neurological functioning. They talk about the interdependent functioning of three neurological systems. Your question can be, explain the theory which explains the interdependent functioning of three neurological functions. Explain the PASS model, explain the model given by Das and Naglieri, anything. The question can be manipulated. Okay, now PASS model. P for planning, A for attention and arousal, S, successive and simultaneous. Okay, understood the heading? Planning, attention, arousal, simultaneous and successive. Now let us come to the arousal and attention. Now the state of arousal is there in every human being. Now what do we do with that arousal? Because of this arousal, we get to be more attentive. If it is too little, then our attention will be less. If it is too high, then our attention will be less. That means too much arousal and too little arousal will lead to the interference of in our work. Okay, so a person should have optimal amount of arousal to be attentive and to do the work properly. Take an example of any test. If I say that tomorrow is your test, what you will be? Yes, tomorrow is a test and we have to study, and you will study for it. You will be aroused, mentally prepared, you will be attentive towards that chapter and you will go through that chapter. That means what you are focusing on? You are focusing on the arousal, and that arousal leads to your attention on that chapter. Okay, so this thing is important for your optimal working. Now if I come to the class and announce that I am taking the test today, what will happen? Either you will not care, that means too little arousal and your performance will deteriorate. or you will be in high anxiety and too much arousal and your performance will deteriorate. So if you are aroused and you are attentive, then the performance will be good. Okay, but we need optimal amount of arousal and attention. Now things we organize together and learn the abstract thinking as well as the concept meaning, then it is known as simultaneous learning. And successive is one by one. The examples of successive learning or successive understanding are the tables, alphabets, counting, other things. Here we are learning 2 to the 4. We are learning successfully, one after another. Simultaneous will learn things together. We make a hierarchy and we learn it together. For example, herbs, shrub, trees. We learn them together simultaneously. We compare them simultaneously. We analyze them simultaneously. Okay, Sangya in Hindi and nouns in English, that kind of a thing can be together simultaneously. We can acquire 2 things. In Hindi we can acquire Sangya and in English we can acquire nouns. Though they will be together. Okay, simultaneously we can learn 2 subjects with similar topic. Planning is how to go about the things, how to understand the things. Planning means the information is there with us and we attend to it according to the requirement of the things. We clarify the things, okay, in this planning. We understand how to tackle the problems. We understand how to take the decisions. Now all this lead to the formation of cognitive assessment, CAS, cognitive assessment system. Cognitive assessment system was given by Das and Negleri. Okay, Das and Negleri gave this cognitive assessment system for the cognitive, understanding the cognitive functions of the individual. Okay, they presumed that cognitive functioning is independent of schooling. It is not related to schooling. ठीक है, जो बच्चे सड़क पर हैं, they are not going to schools. Don't they have cognitive functioning? Can't they make the decisions? Can't they think? Can't they plan? They do everything. So it is what they are doing. He says that it is independent of schooling. Cognitive assessment. Okay, so it is for the students of 5 to 18 years of age. What is the age group for CAS? 5 to 18 years. And in this CAS system, that is cognitive assessment system, we